India basabirira yaga. We made our position as a district in the earlier days that Kasese will remain FDC. We can remain associating with other opposition leaders, whatever, from their formations. But when it comes to the party membership, we agreed that Kasese will remain FDC. Isn't it what we said? Now, Oyukata 7 day, I remember this was the very venue where we had our Rohun and one of the leaders that we love, Kanu Yesije, was seated here. A congregation more than you in numbers, frankly, openly asked Kanu Yesije that, okay, we love you equally as we love FDC, but we are not leaving FDC for another formation. And you the one who told him? Now, where is this organization that Herod is bringing after even the conference that yourselves in your Yamakola? In your Mukalo Bukonjo East, Nama Wind Mukolera ya Herod in Numa. Mumukolere in Numa. Very many of the sort like Herod will reach you, dressed in the same colors. Some of them will come with the FDC colors. I am telling you. So Inga Unzerera, Monanga Inga Unzerera, India Sabiri Rayaga, in the Twiki Rayege, Trotte to Ingerua, Eringiri, Sari on Yuka Yarelwaga, Erihaku Itwe. Usana Nevikevi, I think I've given out my report, and I am very certain. Which before the SG, the party president and the national chairman is giving a special word of thanks to this woman, Honde Bugabo Flores. If it was not her, maybe the national office would have secured or rescued us. That office would have been closed. Originally, the office rent used to be paid by the 3 MPs. Honde Bakatsabe, Honde Boherol, and Honde Bokabo Flores. This is more than a year, if not 2 years. 3 years now. She is the one paying the office rent alone. Na matendi musinja emberesha bakamabe iwe. Ngabakangania inditole okwanuko olwewe erent eye office irial. I think I would be wrong. Nokwebi munyikirira yege. I give chance to the MC for further engagements of the meeting. One Uganda, one people.
Wasinja district chairperson sanana report no mukani oyosi ganza tolikirane banetundeke ende ahatwa matrahika haho okwa program yetu. National party chairperson, I would be unfair if I would go to the next person, and when you have Minyamalema here, the owner of the garden is where you are. He's worship the mayor, just kind of. Tangirira baini bo mamaremao, mo anatangirira na Museveni akakusimu. Wasinja.
Thank you very much, MC. My party president, I've said my party president, riding on the protocol already mentioned. Once again, I'm Kaino Charles, the mayor, Kasese municipality, party president. I've been a mayor for only 4 years. And I can testify that Kasese is now ranked the best in the country. So far, I thought FDC would only say, please, go alone. But because of democracy, internal democracy, I'm contesting with my brother here, my brother Kisuchi. Otherwise, I've not committed crimes. I've not committed political mistakes. I've remained loyal to the FDC and loyal to the community, which is the public service. So, my president, you're welcome home. This is your home. I am in charge. Stay safe. And I wish my brothers peaceful listening. Mungu awabariki.
Thank you very much, Mnyamalema wasija kusevo. Mnyamalema mavetro kangirindovolo buneyo. Let me take this opportunity, party chairperson and our party president, our secretary general, to invite Honorable Kavuo Flores, our woman member of parliament, Kasese district, to welcome the national team to the district. Honorable Kavuo, you are most welcome. Wasinja.
Thank you, Secretary General. Sorry, General Secretary. Our party president, the Secretary General, the National Chairperson, the Deputy Chairperson, Western Region, my brother, Amini, Sadiq, my honorable colleagues, Honorable Joab from Masinde Municipality, Honorable Ebwalo from Soroti City, and all the leaders. I welcome you to Kasese District. Thank you so much for coming here to meet your people. I know you've been receiving several stories that Kasese is no more when it comes to FDC. You know, when PFF came, people were excited, I would say, because it was a new party. But I'm happy to report that they are still struggling. And we assure you that FDC is going to remain in Kasese, and Kasese is going to be painted blue at the end of the elections. With the strong cadres you're seeing in front of you, be sure of very positive results. Mwasinja kutsiba bamemba ba FDC eriasa. Tunacha singo komu mukabwera wo mwabutukubuke. Beitu habo erirumererwa. Eri epate yenyu inyobo simama somwabuje. Ngaba simasingo tabusobolero busananere womeremia yosi eyabiriasa. Esiapate siosie sikasi si opposition sikanzi sia soroma oma FDC. Bakanza baende bakatuke beithi nyamwabiri manero kwa maurabere mwabiri mu FDC sitwangarayo. Ajeri unzererana.
And by the way, akangaluna mebererwa bambi mbereryo bwa chairman we national we disciplinary njenga cha kande party FDC ne party ya equal opportunities betu kande ne party based on values. The moment you go against the values of the party, the law will take a council, a committee, a discipline yiki kalomuchi omamiati eyo. So mreke buna chairman already a structure ikaba favoringa handlinga issues. Siama barema imuenda muka hatruka until askesha ikiro kwa supreme organ party ye national. Masinya kutsebu mreke ngabanjurere wenzibai. I would like to introduce you, my colleagues.
Thank you very much, my senior brother, the Honorable Robert Centenary, the party president, and the deputies that are here, our national chairman, and the national team, my secretary general and my boss, sir. All the leadership of the party in Rwenzori. My name is Jonathan. I am member of parliament from Soroti City West, but I also work in the office of the Secretary General as a personal assistant. And also in the coming elections of the flag, I am his official candidate. So I ask all of you to vote for him, not Poa. I want to thank the chairman of Kasese district. I have traveled 800 kilometers to come to support the mobilization of the FDC in Rwenzori. And I have found the FDC here is solid. What is only going to affect us is our own strength. We are very strong and we are going to misuse our strength. We have areas with the 4 candidates or 5 candidates. But I'm certain that we have in our constituencies areas that we have not yet filled. We have district councillors, we have LC3 chairpersons, we have councillors of the wards, and we are running for members of parliament. Those positions are very critical in the constituency. You can see where we are here. If we had a mayor of NRM, maybe we would not even be sitting here. But because we have a mayor who is FDC, he can use his office and we can convene a meeting and nobody will interfere with our meeting. My sister invited me, the Honorable Florence Kabugo, a very strong woman. A woman who speaks about this region with passion. When she gets a microphone to speak in parliament about the trouble your king is going through, she speaks with the tears rolling through her cheeks. When she gets up to speak about the camps, your people were in camps, you see a woman who loves her people. She's a woman who doesn't speak all the time, like some of us. She speaks when there is a problem affecting the people, not only of Kasese, but the people of Rwenzori. My sister, when we invited you to Soroti, you came. And that's why I had to travel here to support you, support Centenary and the party leadership in this region. Secretary General, I want to thank you. the chairman and the leadership of the party. In the past, our leaders, we used to put a lot of money in the campaign of the presidential flag bearer. And then we forget members of parliament, LC5s, councillors, going down to LC1s. I want to thank this leadership, led by POA, the Secretary General, and the National Chairman. We have now agreed that the little resources that we have as a party, the FDC now is going to pay for nominations of all candidates that are going to stand under the party. The FDC is going to make for all of us who are going to stand under the FDC the posters for the whole country. Am I communicating? Am I communicating? Are we together? FDC is a big party and we have the capacity. Some of you have been winning elections. But why you lose? Because we don't have people to protect your elections. As the FDC now, we are going to train very strong people in every region in Uganda, so that when we finish to vote, we remain at the polling stations with our trained people to ensure that when Nandala is declared, the Kabugo is declared, Centenary is declared, so and so is declared, until the last person, we remain in the polling stations and gather our votes. So I want to thank you very much. Finally, we are going into a very big contest. We have the Honorable Engineer Patrick Amuriat Oboy, a man that all of you know is a very strong engineer. He has been in politics. He started in Soroti municipality way back. He wanted to represent us way in 1994 as a CA delegate. He was not successful, and that's many years ago, about 30 years ago. Paul has been in politics. He has never had a break. He led Kumi for 15 years as a member of parliament. He was the chairman of Kasese, a very influential position in parliament. Paul was a member and a chairman of the TESO parliamentary group. That was the last parliamentary group we even had. Now we don't have it. When he left, that was the end of the group. Paul has been available. Paul, in his humble background, went into a very powerful election in 2017, where people were saying, Paul, you're going to stand with a general. You, a poor man from Kumi, what will you do? Paul put down a general. That humble man, through you people. Paul, at a time we were faced with a very big crisis in 2021, even where he was advised not to stand as president. With all the hostile environment, Paul went and stood and saved our party and delivered 32 members of parliament in 2021 and a number of positions. So me, I want to thank you, Paul. You have a very rich CV, very rich CV. When I moved to my boss, sir, the Secretary General, a man from Bugisu, a man who comes from the mountain like you have the mountains here, who is our Secretary General of the FDC. He went into a very tough contest, you remember, in 2012. It was a tough contest. Whatever happened, I won't tell you. Some of you were there, you know. The only surviving cooperative union that we have in Uganda is the Bugisu Cooperative Union. Even when General Museveni and his agents went to fight him in Bugisu, the people of Bugisu said, no, we are going to stand with you. And he saved the only soul of the Bugisu Cooperative Union. There is no other cooperative union in the country apart from that one of the union. He was a leader of the opposition in parliament. He was a chairman of the Public Accounts Committee, one of the most influential committees of parliament. And he's a very good organizer. Up to now, I can tell you, he's a consultant with the World Bank on financial matters. He is an accomplished economist and a lawyer. I can speak about Nandala, speak about Poa. They are our candidates. But in this contest, I have chosen to be on the side of Nandala. But I am saying this not, Poa with me, we are brothers. I am Poa's younger brother. Including my bishop called me that you, Ebwalu, why are you going to support Nandala and not your brother Poa? I said, no, this contest is not about we are not electing a cultural leader from Teso. We are electing a national leader. However, my leaders, to organize a delegates conference, we have been to West Nile, we have been to Acholi, we have been to Karamoja, we were in Niwea, now we are here in Rwenzori. To organize a successful delegates conference of a powerful party like FDC, we need not less than 100 million. We are now, if they talk and agree on one person, they will be able to save 600 million that can be invested in the structures on the ground, if they agreed. So our leaders, you are two people, very strong people. You can go and agree. You are twin brothers. Even at the time when this party was about to face the extinction, two of you saved this party. And the people who are seated here, I want to thank you. You acted as Solomon at that time. At the time when some people were saying the party must be dissolved, that let's dissolve the party and there is no party. Like the two prostitutes who were in the Bible, who were quarreling for, like the two prostitutes who were in the Bible, who were quarreling for one child. One rolled over a child and killed. Then goes to get the other live child and say, this is my child. They are taken to Solomon, and Solomon says, okay, now what do I do? Whose child is this one? The other one says, mine. The other one says, mine. Then now once Solomon said, let's cut the child in the middle, so that you take a half, I take a half. That is what the other people wanted us to do, to cut the baby in the middle. But you people, the supporters of the party, you used Solomonic wisdom and saved this party called FDC. Otherwise, without Poa and Nandala, there would be no party here. We wouldn't be talking about FDC here. So I want to thank you, my leaders. I am here available, sir. Poa, for any deployment, I'm available. I traveled yesterday to come here. I arrived here by 10:30 p.m. in the night. And I'm going to move all over the country to drum support for this party. My chairman, sir, I will come to Bunyoro. We shall come and support you. I want to leave by the time we leave here. If you are a chairman of a constituency and you are here without candidates, you can LC1, councillors, LC3s, district councillors, every constituency by the time we leave here, you should give us a list of all the LC1s up to the constituency level. If you don't have LC3 in your constituency, stand. If you don't have LC1 and you're chairman of a village, stand. If you don't have LC3 and you're chairman of a ward, please stand. We're not going to wait for people to brief for us candidates. Candidates will come from us. Finally, I want to appeal to you. For us who are first-timers, we are still learning how to be in parliament. With my sister here, I want to appeal to you people who are watching. Listen to me. Florence Kabugo, when I was walking on the streets here, you're a very strong woman, very strong, very popular. I was moving around, interacting with the Bakonzo, the Rwenzuru, the Watia. You're a very strong woman. Even those who are not NRM, I was hearing them talking. We shall need to talk. I don't want to undermine other people who are standing. But to me, I know you. I have come here to tell the delegates who are here that please, I beg you, give Florence one more term. Then in the next term, we can come and have elections. Those who are showing interest come after second term. We are still learning how to work. We are still gambling in parliament. But we have done quite well. If you disorganize this woman in the first term, what is she going to do? May God bless you. Thank you very much. I now hand over to my brother, the Honorable Centenary. While you were in parliament, I kept coming to visit your office, and you did quite well. Kasese, there are some areas where candidates are not available, but you have 5 people in one constituency, 5 people in one place. That means the party is very strong here. And Mr. Chairman, you have done well. This cannot happen without the leadership. It wouldn't have happened without your leadership. You have done very well. And I wish you people well. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
May I have this man here who is speaking has a history with Kasese. I was telling people yesterday that we celebrated 50 years of Kasese district, but the unfortunate bit is that they gave the medal to a wrong person. Instead of giving the recognition medal to Field Marshal Idi Amini Dada, they gave it to Genome 7, who doesn't know where this district came from. And I promised the leaders that once we bring back this district to our hands, we shall have the real celebration of the 50 years and give the rightful people the medal.
Thank you, Honorable Centenary, the chairperson of the party, Honorable Jack Sabit, as Honorable Ebwaru, Southwest, you have stated. For me, I'm very happy when you see the chairperson of the party is in the middle of the two gentlemen. I think your request, it will be okay. Because what you want with me also what I want. Members, one Uganda, people, FDC, I think is the only party. This is a small question to you people. People who are here, have you used the bus to come here? No. You have come. But other parties, they use what? Buses. Which means that Kasese, you still love FDC. Yes. Two, FDC decided, what is the culture of FDC? Not to stay na Janakombi. We come at the grassroots because the party belongs to you people. Not we who stays where? Na Janakombi. And you decided, as the chairperson stated here, you were here. You told Dr. Kano Kasese that for us, we are in FDC. That was the good answer to everybody. When we are here, if you ask Honorable Muhindo from Bukozo, is it Bukozo East? East. How he came to be a member of parliament, he would have asked some of us. He was vulnerable behind it with his issues. Now he came. I was here. Some of you people of Kasese first asked me. I was here. Mubuku from Kasese court directly Mubuku. We have damages. Now you come, you start abusing the FDC. Still when we have damages because of this party. Members, if you want to abuse your colleague, at least spare that words. Spare. Blackmailing. That this one. And why do you blackmail? Are you good? Even Muhammad was not good. Jesus was not good. But are you good? Next time I'll give a call to Muhindo that I'm here. 3, member of Kasese, 2026 nomination. Yesterday, they grant a permission for you members that inshallah I'm going to be here on that nominations myself. This intimidation, we used it. And my good friend Kionga, now we start, he says, you man, you are a bad man. But he doesn't tell people why. Why am I bad? But only to say, that boy is bad. But tell the people that told the right story. Members of FDC, we are here. When you say Bukonjo East, we are available. We are available. Leaders from national level, I think let us make Kasese to be a special district or a special region. You have made us to be proud people of Kasese. But let us unite. Unity. I think they are same words. Unite, unit. Wandugu, niko hapa. Nimekuja hapa tukue kimoja. Tutakuwa kimoja mpaka dakika ya mwisho. Kila kitu kinafaa kuelewana, sio mavurutano. Wandugu zetu hapa, Honorable Amri Atioboy, Honorable Nandala Mafabi, tunawaomba mufike kwa lengo ile ya kusema one Uganda, one people. Tuseme wewe uko na Ebwaru is your campaigning manager, na mimi ni mtu ya nani? Your boy. Taenda niseme Honorable Boy, sisi mambo ya kusema tunaenda kwa nini? Kwa delegates conference. Hizo pesa zote zirudi chini tupate posters. Kuacha kuharibu pesa kwa watu wangapi? Tulete hapa pesa. Tuseme Kasese Bulu. Kasese otekwe nini? Bulu. Nilijaribu kutembea. Kwa ukweli mapicha za Bulu, hata kama mtu akupendi kufika huku, atachagua tu mtu ya nini? FDC. Juu FDC ndio kala nini? Kara nzuri. Mambo ya matusi, tuache kutusi wale sijui mara NRM mara nini. Hiyo tuachane nao. Hiyo mboga sosi tuachane nini nao. Sisi to concentrate only how are we going to win these people. We sit, we solve our issues. Issue of radios. For me, I don't have money to buy smartphone. This is my phone. What am I saving? Poko words. That's why I'm on this phone. I'm sorry. That's why I'm here on this phone. When you say that I've sent some WhatsApp things, I say nimeona lakini siwezi kukujibu. Lakini sina hiyo nini? Wakati nitajua kuongea mambo mingi, sujui ndio narudi kwa hizo vitu, hata na kusukuma ni ngumu kwangu. Mwisho, watu ya Bukonzo East who are here, tubaki kimoja, tutembee All delegates who are here, we are the winners now. We are the winners. Siwezi leta mtu mwingine. Hii mambo sijui mnasema sijui cha mangine hiyo. Always hapa si ndio kwa Honorable Nzou? Hapa si nyumbani kwake? Sio kwake hapa. Sasa Nzou atoke hapa ndani kwa nyumba yake. Mnaipata vizuri? Arudi huko kando. Utoke ndani ya nyumba yako. Urudi nje. Hiyo inamaanisha nini? Hiyo story nimewaachia. Uwezi wacha nyumba yako uende uke wapi? Hata saa hii, I think this is the last one. Kama mnapenda pipi, unaweza kuzungumza mazuri kwangu, tafadhali utasema huyu anakojoa kwa nyumba, huyu anafanya hivi. Hiyo ndio utafanya nini? Huyu ni mchawi. Hizo matope mtafanya nini? Lakini wakati ya nyuma kujua ati nilikuwa nakojoa. Kwa nini tunataja hizo vitu saa hii? Wewe unataka kufanya nini? Kusimama. Hizo matope ndio kufanya nini? Kutokezea. Mumenielewa? Abakuru mumtegede bulungi banaye. Mumefahamu? Ngamaliriza mbasaba ebigambo bino wammanga. Buli ava wano aba abasigaddeyo mubagambe FDC eriki eryemu. Tetulina FDC ndala. Gwoba olina eyiyo eyesigalenga ki iyo eyaffe eri Entebbe Road najja Nankumbi. Wetukola ki? Wetubeera. Party chairperson atwala eggwanga lyonna Honorable Jack Sabit era ava Lukiga. Tumuyina wano. Eri abagamba twalwanirira FDC. FDC abagirwanira, you are the one. Tali mtu agamba I'm the strong historical of FDC. Historical of FDC gwe bakusibirako wa. Niye gogamba historical of FDC. Gwe bakusibirako wa. Nze njagamba basibire Kasese mu buku. Bagane kutugamba mbu historical. Awe NRM FDC eva ku grassroots. Mwe you are the FDC. Mwe bananyini kibiina, you are the owner of the party. Era mwe bali kukkiriza ekibiina obutakola ki obutagenda. Olunaku lw'eggulo, as the family of Idi Amin, we lost our sister Arapa. Yaziikiddwa gye London. Naye bankubidde essimu nga ndi mu kujja ne ngamba kasita oli afudde ali London abasirikale bagende maaso n'okusaalira. Nange olaba nze nja kumulombera ki? Edduwa. Naye nga nteekeddwa okutuuka wa? Kasese ndowooza wegaba maka gakumeka. Ebigambo byange byenjogedde ebyo mwebale, mbagaliza obuwanguzi obulungi. Mwe abayimiriddewo abanaabana ku bifo mutuule. Temuli banafu, muli b'amaanyi. Naye musigale nga muli ekintu ki? Naye oba olina ekigendererwa kyo ojja kusigala ng'okola ki? Ng'olwana. Kwa hiyo machache nasema asanti. Asante kwa Kasese, wakubwa zetu kutoka juu kule, tunakaribisha kwa Kasese. Kama niko Kasese, Kasese ni nyumbani. Asanteni, Mungu awabariki. One Uganda,
One people.
one people. By the way, Kasese, who is the head of security in Kasese district? Where is he? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm very safe now. I'm very safe. Yeah, you called him. Yes, sir. Sebo Secretary General. Obedda bano onagamba ina abantu be no wange wali. We are full now. We are here. Security. Thank you.
Thank you. Apologies, visitors from the mountain of the sun. It was an oversight. I did not introduce you. Madam President, stand up. This one is our dear sister, Jessica Mdua. All the way from the mountain of the sun. You know, Bakonzo and Bagisu, we have a very common history. I may not go into the details. Others from Bugisu, you stand up. The delegation. So, abane balabe tubakalwe Mount Elgoni, Bugisu, bali asa ebanako manisirie Mumbere, Nathan, Nandala Mafabi. Neribwa inje aba. This one is my brother. Poa is my brother. However, unfortunately, I may not be among the people who may vote because I preside over either the delegates conference. Am I allowed to vote? Okay. Secret, okay. But if I am given that chance, I think even me. Okay, I withdraw my statement. The engineer has intimidated me. We may not have good roads. But anyway, let us see when we get there. May I take this opportunity to invite my brother, Joab. Actually, before he became deputy president, the one who was holding fort is the Honorable Nzo William. He's the immediate former deputy president for the FDC in Western Uganda. And he is our landlord. He actually offered us this venue. Makatwerera yomwanyi. Chatunali akola lerondesha tenti nebitumbi nebend. Betu abitwerera yomwanya because anonika. And he also personally gave me his apologies. Unasimwanga naba mtukenzo uyo sataba neka abandu betrunga nabos. Lero mwahiririsha apology na chairman bagenda nayo nga representative wiwe na abere tusoborera echamaleka Honorable Nzo itwatabya nayo physically beto mwa moyo no mwa mutima tunakolireki. Honorable Joab, may you speak to your people.
FDC oye! FDC oye! One Uganda, one people. Nyowe ibara lyange Businge Joabu Avoli. Murumanyoro? Aha. So even if I use okay. I want to thank God for bringing us here and finding you at peace. I am the interim deputy president, FDC, Western Region. The president of the party. Why I say, yeah. I was endorsed by the National Council. I'm a member of parliament for Masindi municipality. Before I became a member of parliament, I was a mayor for the same municipality. So I saw my colleague here. When I was a mayor, Masindi municipality was the best performing municipality in the actual local government in the country. We got an award. Why I say this? Because I had my colleague saying Kasese is now the best municipality of all the local governments. That's how FDCs perform. We started FDC as a vehicle to take us into government, to take us into power. Not so. That's the purpose. And the journey is still on. We are not yet delivered. You are joining any other parties. I'm not talking about NRM because we want it out of government. Not so? Tukwende NRM ekoleki. In other words, we rejected it. We rejected this way of work and came to start FDC. So as FDC, we are an opposition vehicle driving to take power of government. Not so? So when you defect from FDC and go to NUP, are you in the government? When you defect from FDC and go to this other party they are talking about, this PFF, are you in the government? You are simply losing track. You are simply losing track. The purpose of forming FDC is to change leadership in this country. So you don't need to lose direction. When you join PFF, is it PPF? Yeah? You want to join that one? When you join NUP, when you join DP, then what? You are actually going to a minority opposition group. You are leaving a dominant opposition group. FDC is a political party which is accepted by all Ugandans. If you move to any part of this country, FDC is represented. So I don't think that people in Kasese and Rwenzori, really, you don't understand this. You are our guide in Western Uganda. We always admired Kasese, the way you would vote, the way you vote. And some of us also took lessons and worked hard to promote the ideology of FDC in Bunyoro sub-region. Those people there, if you go to Bunyoro, there are some parts of Bunyoro which are still sleeping. We have a lot of work. Especially Greater Kivale, where the Prime Minister comes from. Those ones, I'm telling you, they can even vote a yellow jerrycan. You see? But for you here, you are politically awake, you are civically awake. And we learn from you. So, in FDC, we don't support an individual or individuals, but we support the ideals of FDC. So this issue of working individuals, like what is in NRM, the cult leadership of Yoweri Museveni, people who liken Yoweri Museveni to a god, that when you don't talk well about him, you are destined to go to hell. That kind of mindset is in some people in this country. And that is a vice that we should not allow to grow in FDC. Personally, before, I have disagreed with some of these leaders of mine. Not disagreeing with them, but I have not voted with them on the same side. Before. After the elections of 2017, that time I was a mayor. I supported a different candidate for the party presidency. But the candidate did not make it. I got annoyed because my candidate did not make it. So as I was preparing to go for the elections of 2021, to move from the position of mayor to member of parliament, my mind was a bit divided. But I had to think twice. Did I come to FDC to support an individual or the ideas for which FDC stand? I took the right decision. I said, no, you are defeated. Tomorrow I might become the party president. Should others run away? Yeah, you put yourselves in those shoes. We have been supporting people from Western Uganda. The founding president was from here, not so? Here in Rukunjiri. The next president was from here in Ntungamo. Did these people of Honorable Mafabi and Honorable Oboy run away from FDC? Why are we very selfish? That when it comes to people of other regions, we run away. It must be us. That's why I want to thank Muzee, Honorable Jack Sabit. I think he deserves a round of applause. This is political maturity. If we are saying one Uganda, one people, indeed it should be one Uganda, one what? One people. So the Bible says that when you build your house on a sandy foundation, it soon does what? It will collapse. FDC should not be on a sandy foundation. FDC should be a rock, not so? That withers all conditions, that overcomes all what? Conditions. I'm telling you, the party that we can trust is FDC. If you go to Eastern Uganda, there is FDC. You come to Western Uganda, there is FDC. You go to Central, there is FDC. You go to Northern Uganda, there is what? FDC. So this is the vehicle that can take us to power and liberate this what? This country. So we are going into the coming election. Of course, you have been assured that here in Kasese, the ground is already set for FDC. In Bunyoro, and particularly Masindi, the ground is set because we are getting almost the candidates, especially in my district. The challenge, the big challenge is here of those people who are jumping off, you know. FDC has delivered you to parliament. Not so. You told the people you are FDC. The people voted you. How then can you tell them that now I'm on another card? Does that one make sense? It doesn't. It means you are fooling people. It is you to decide for them. It is you to think for them. They are not thinking. So members of FDC in Kasese, the good thing FDC here is a dominant party. Anybody you voted on FDC ticket, I have talked personally, I have talked one-on-one with Honorable Harold. And he himself, he agrees that in his constituency, FDC dominates in terms of membership. Then I asked him, why are you now going to the other side? You see, I committed myself to supporting these people. Is it about supporting those people? Is it them who are going to vote you? Let them vote him. And you people of Kasese, you vote somebody who thinks like you. You see, we are confronting NRM. If you want to box a colleague, you are this side, and the other one is the other side. You are on a slippery ground. Can you box somebody successfully? When you send a blow, you will soon slip. Not so. You lose it. You need to be firm. Then you can be sure of a successful fight. I think he has gone away. He knows it better. Honorable Amini. So let's not allow that kind of situation. So I don't really have much to say because you people in Kasese know what to do. You know what to do. Is there any one of you who has ever voted for President Museveni? Me, I've ever voted for him. It's a taboo here. Yeah, I voted for him in 1996. And that was my first voting. In 1996. But he soon changed from the human figure into a godly figure. For me, I don't worship individuals. Once you are a human being and you want to put yourself in a godly character, I do away with you. In 2001, I stopped voting for him when I was 23 years old. 2001. Now, I am 48 years old. So all this younger age I've struggled with FDC. I'm about to enter the, you know, I'm about to reach. Then you tell me let's go back to PFF. Am I a mad human being? I cannot. When all these years, the 25 years I've spent in FDC, invested in FDC right from the time of reform agenda, now at this point, I did not have this kind of head. My hair was full, isn't it? My hair was full. So I have lost my hair all these years in FDC. Now you are telling me, do what? Go back. The young people, you educate these young people. I've been telling some young people who chant Yoweri Museveni. The Bible says man should live for 70 years. Not so. By grace of God, he can make 80. But that is age of suffering and whatever, challenges, isn't it? Now some people, you are 33 years. You are saying, Museveni paka last. For him is on bonus, for you are demanding. How can you entrust such a person to lead you? Not so. For you, yes. If you die at 35, it is a misfortune. In the past, you would even move away from that area and go to another place. Now for him is in the bonus of about 15 years. For you, you are in deficit of 25, of 40. But you are saying, Yoweri Museveni. What is in your head there? Human brain or what? This is simple, which you should tell the young people. Not so. That's why you can see he's making a mistake. How can you appoint your wife minister? You appoint your son CDF of the armed force. You appoint your in-law, economic advisor, this Odrick Vurabog, teaching people how to take coffee. You come to parliament and we are budgeting money for Ruabogo to train Ugandans in how to take coffee, to drink coffee. Is that a sane human being now? Is that a sane leader? Still. You bring your brother, he's teaching him Musevenomics. Is it what? Musevenomics. Where did he learn it from? So all of us have become the slaves of their family. And then you say, yes, yes, yes. For us, they have a gamba. Ngo omukama ateriye kizina. Ozine. So I want to thank the people of Kasese for embracing the spirit of Kabarega. Not so. Nyangire, isn't it? One Uganda. One people. God will give us the best of these two. I'm not at liberty to choose in public. I'm in the office of the president. Not so. He's the Secretary General. He's in charge. Yeah. I think he's even the one, Mr. President, who endorses our requisitions. So, I'm not at liberty to vote in public. Isn't it? But I think, you know, every human being falls sick. Isn't it? When you fall sick, the functionality of your body reduces. Isn't it? And there are two outcomes. You can either recover or die. FDC recovered, did not die. True or false? FDC recovered. That's why we are here. And therefore, when you recover, you start doing your job normally, you run here and there, so on. So in the next election, I'm telling you, it is not going to be business as usual. You have ever had 6 MPs from Kasese. And we really hope and pray that the 6 MPs do what? come. We hope and pray that the 6 MPs come back. The other side, we are also working hard. We said you are our teachers, you are our mentors, isn't it? We are working hard to improve the number of elected leaders that side on FDC. This time around we have only 10 MP, including LOC3 and the councillors. But this time around we are going to, we hope to improve. Because those who are disorganizing us, you know, there are people who matter less, isn't it? Yeah. So if somebody cannot even look for 20 votes in his village, if that one goes to PPF, do you bother much? You have only lost his vote. So those who can influence and bring more votes, we have them. We just have our sister here also who still has challenges. Here in Hoima, Nyakato. But I'm telling you, FDC is living. FDC recovered. That's why now we are even forced with the challenge. I think the party president last time did not even go through party primary. Did you? Something like the other one were pretenders. Yes, they were pretenders. Almost you didn't have a competitor, but this time you have. So where there is a competition, just know there is value. There is value. And now even the NRM is not going to take us lightly, because we are a living dog. You don't kick a dead dog, you kick a living what? A living dog. Because once the dog is dead, then what? You don't bother with it. But we are a living dog. So I'm not at liberty to speaking about these aspirants, these candidates. When eventually we are sorted, in them we trust. Not so. We are going to have a formidable campaign. This time around, for me, they tried to scare me. All the people have gone to PPF. Is it PPF, PFF? With who are you going to do the campaign? He said no. But finally, all those who are saying they have gone, now we're on the same train. Those of Bongomini, you remember Bongomini? Yeah, now Bongomini came, Joab, let us leave the party, you know. I want to be the mayor. I said, now, you have seen the light. You have seen the light. You come back. You come back. Because they have seen the winning team, not the other one. FDC oye! One Uganda. One people.
Okay, thank you, Deputy President. Can we stretch a bit? Twangane. Twangana kacha tutia. Stretch. Hey, health is wealth. Kare, trikare. Muleke ngatwalo muisa achitwe mwenzi wetu Right Honorable Nandala James Erumulusi Mulias Nathan Mafabi Mumbere to come and address the people.
FDC hoye! FDC hoye! Kasese hoye! Kasese hoye! Kabu Chairman Leonard hoye! Gwere Secretary General hoye! My sister from the other mother, Flores hoye! Flores hoye! My brother Franco, oye! My Lord Mayor, as he go away, Charles, oye! All our leaders, oye! Poa, oye! Jaka Sabit Chairman, oye! One Uganda, one people, all our candidates, oye! Nandala, when my brother said Muikare, Mwikale means what? That is me. Even as we say mwikale. Mwikale means what? You come from the mountains of what? Of the moon. I come from the mountains of what? So we talk one what? So never vote a person who doesn't talk your language. Mumbele akote. My brother, Job, you know where we came from. My brother Job here, we met when we were young, but I was slightly older. But we have lived together. All what he has said is very important to us to take. Everybody has spoken here, we have heard. I am not a good speaker. I want to tell you like that. I am a good worker. My job is to work and produce what? Results. So if you want results, it is me. If you want good speakers, because I don't know English very well, I want to know Lukonjo and Lukisu. Those are the languages I know very well. Oh, bangambye njogera Oluganda si kyekyo. Mbadde mbabulira nti bw'oba oyagala abantu aboogera bulungi si nze. Nze manyi nnyo okwogera Olumbere, Olukonjo ne Lukisu. Bw'oba omwagala abo bamanye Oluzungu olulungi n'okwogera obulungi Power ne Jack Sabet. Naye bw'oba oyagala omukozi yenze. N'omukozi genda omugambe genda olete kino ng'akireeta si kyekyo. Genda olime ng'agenda kukola ki? Njagala amazzi ng'agaleeta. Nze sijja kutwala ekiseera kingi ngenda kwogera ebigambo bitono ate abakama baffe bajja boogere we tuli. Okusooka njagala kwebazaamu mwenna ab'e Kasese okubanga mwatulaga nti mwagala pata ya muki FDC. Mwebale era mwebalire ddala. Nze ng'omuwandiisi w'ekibiina ndeeta okwebaza kuno okuviira ddala ku mutima gwange wansi n'ekibiina kyonna. Kubanga singa temwayagala FDC, singa saawa zino tetuli wano. Naye singa tetuli kati singa tuli wa. Mu kibiina kyonna togamba oti ngenda kuddukamu kubanga toyagala sekretary ono waffe ani ono oba toyagala Ronald si kyekyo. Twokola omugyawo n'osigala mu kibiina. Kuba ekibiina si abantu si nze. Ekibiina yemmwe mwenna nannyini kibiina. Kale njagala kubeebaza okugamba nti ekibiina kyammwe era mukyalimu. Ekyokubiri, obukulembeze buno abatuwa obukulembeze naye ffenna twenkana. We are all equal. Nze nange ndi memba nga nkwe. N'okujjako nti wagamba nze kambeera omuwandiisi wa kibiina. We are all the same. So omuwandiisi wo ekiseera kyona omugyawo naye tosobola okugyawo ekibiina kyo. Abo bonna abagamba bagenda mu bibiina ebirala bakola ensobi lw'ensonga. Tosobola okuva mu FDC ogende mu NUP ogende mu PPF tikikuyamba. Kuba ffenna tuli kunjira emu tugenda nga twagala tujje obukulembeze ku NRM. Bw'oba oyagala obyomu bwangu genda mu NRM. Naye bw'oba oyagala tulwane sigala wano tulwanise tujje obukulembeze mu ba NRM. We are all fighting to remove power from NRM. Why do you move to another party which is not in power and leave the one which is in the same cause fighting? Ekyo kikulaga nti weeyagaza wekka. There are personal things you are looking, that's why you are going there. Zimbabwe mu FDC from inception. Era nze bweva mu FDC ngenda kulya buli eka. Ngenda kudda mu mwanyi. Lwaki? Yes. Kati ngenda mu kibiina kirala kirwa. Zenepoa, we have known each other for 28 years. Zenepoa tubadde wamu emyaka 28. twasisinkana mu struggle nga tukyali batono bavubuka. Mu 2000 twali gulu nga tunoonya akalulu ka reform agenda nga tune Dr. Besigye. Nze nali nkolera World Bank, engineer yali akola enguudo ze mu local government ne mu Care International. We twasisinkana Mao yatugamba lwaki muli mu kibiina muno, lwaki munoonyera Besigye kalulu, n'agamba zino emisota musota gumu negulina emitwe emeka ebiri ne kati saawa zino Mao aliwa yatuleka kataline omusota mulala gw'omutwe mulala. Ffenna ebipoa were still in the same struggle. So from onset njagala kubagamba that whoever you will choose will go behind, the one who will lose will go behind the one who was what? Was won. The sina gengenda. Mu 2012 nesimbawo kuba president wa party ne general. Oyo yali agent wange huyo. Netugwa bubi. Ngobulula 32. Ate ffe bwe twagwa awo twasoma ababbi. Abakalomoja tebalonda naye twasanganga abakalomoja balonze. Netubuuza bavudewa ate abantu tebaliwo. Abafune balonda. Abali mu makomera ne balonda. Netubuuza naye Fdc nabo bakola bwe batyo. Abamu kuffe baali bagamba tuve mu kibiina tugende tukole ekibiina ekirala. Ne ngamba over my dead body nze sirina gye ngenda. Nze ngenda kufiira mu ki? Mu FDC. So I couldn't leave FDC. I'm sure if I had left, I would have gone with one of my agents there. So what was the purpose? I knew when the struggle to remove power from the NRM, which is led by Museveni, we have not removed. Why do I leave? So I want to beg all of you to tell those who are not running away that come back. Tetunaba kutuuka mwakyoduka. Era njagala okubasaba mu bagambe bakomewo. Ekyokusatu, nze naliko leader of opposition. Ne banzijamu. Tuisirira gye nagamba ozivuddewo nze ngenda kusigala mu kibiina. Era struggle mwendi. Leero mbadde ndi kutambula awo ku hotel, omwana ankuta omukono. N'angamba sebo, gwe sina ndala. Ne mugamba oyo muganda wange nedda yeggwe. Ne mubuuza nti nkumanyi bulungi, ne mubuuza lwaki mumanyi. Obadde mu parliament emyaka 25. Nze kati n'ekifo ekyange nakigabye. Nakikoze ki? Wa member of parliament nze mbulese. Mbadde mu parliament emyaka 25. Nze ekifo ekigabye. Kati bw'ogamba nze kubeera member of parliament sikyakirina. Kikyekyo. Kuba navudde wansi kati njagala ngendewa. Omwana bw'asoma n'agamba atayisa agenze mu kibiina ky'omusanvu. Omuze mabega. Omugamba genda okola exams. Era bw'oba oyagala okutuma omuntu, totuma omuntu omukulu, otuma omwana omuki, kuba alina ebigere ebikola ki? Bitambula mu bwange aduka. Mutume nze nkyali muto nja kudduka ebigere, ono muganda wange mukulu kakumewa waka. Owulire? Mmwe abakazi muzaala bagamba singa omwana afudde maama n'asigalawo kuba abadde agenda kuzaala omwana muki? Omuto kafwe naye omukulu akole ki? Kati musindike omuto mu muliro, bw'anaayitako ku muliro aleete ekyokulya kirungi, bw'ajja naye tosobola okusindika omuntu omuki? Omukulu akuma waka. Owulidde? Ekirala nabisa wano ku mazzi gaffe mu buku gaagala inginiya, enguudo zaagala inginiya, amasomero gaagala bayinginiya, amalwaliro gaagala inginiya. Kyokka kyoyagala owa inginiya sente n'azimba ki? Ebintu ebyo. Saawa zino omulimu gwange okugenda okunoonya sente ndeete mpe inginiya azimbe ki? Omulimu gwe azimbe enguudo. Uganda terina enguudo, yagala era enguudo. Ono musajja mugezi yasoma nnyo era emirimu agisobola. Nze omulimu gwange okunoonya sente nzireete akole ki? Ebintu ebyo. Mujjukira luli bagamba baagala kunkola gavana wa Bank of Uganda. Ne bagamba Museveni sisaagala kubeera gavana Bank of Uganda. nze njagala kubeera gavana wa Uganda yonna. Njagala kubeera gavana waki? Musabye wano ebintu kanzire ku bino. Njagala kubabula etu byonna bye musabye. Chairman, omwami ono akongeddeko n'agamba otolina entambula oyagala motocycle ekyo kibalo togenda kugifuna. Ogamba oyagala computer ne digital system, ebyuma byatuleese wano tugenda kwako laptop emu tukene printer. Administrator waffe, my sister from my mother, webale nnyo. Thank you for being there for the party. Thank you so much. I have nothing to pay you. But twagala ogambe tu okuva mu 1st July ojja kwogera ne Madam President ali awo mulabe enjiro gye tusupportinga office administrator waffe okuva 1st July. Abaana ba Israel ndowooza mujjukira musoma Bible. You all read the Bible, eh? Do you all read the Bible? Moses yali agenze okusaba Katonda amuyambe akkiriza ayambe abaana ba Israel bave Misiri bagende muri ensi ensuubize. Si kyekyo kati bwe yali ava kusaba n'agamba Katonda, abuuza Katonda n'amugamba njagala mumpulire bulungi. When he had gone to pray and came back, God had told him no. I have added the Pharaoh 40 what? 40 years. Olira Moses n'agamba lwaki omuwadde emyaka 4? Egyo myaka miki mingi. Katonda n'amugamba gwe kyolaba oti kinene kitono mu maaso gaki ga Katonda. Ekyo kikulaga nti Katonda yawa Pharaoh emyaka meka? Kati emyaka 4 bwe zagwako Katonda yagamba abaana be bakole bake bagende. Bwe batuuka ku mazzi the Red Sea mujjukira kyo nga teriyo gye bayita. Abantu ne bagamba Musa lwaki otuleese wano? Oyagala amazzi gatutwale gatute. Abantu ne bagenda ku Musa n'adda wa Katonda. Katonda n'amugamba nedda kwata omuti gwo ogukube wakati ku nyanja. Yagukuba and away was ekkubo ne likola ki? Ne ligula ne bayigenda. Ndowooza mwena musaba Bayibuli. Ne Korani kyekyo. Korani egamba emyaka 4 baali bagenda. Era kanjongereko nyekongerako ekisembayo okufa abasiraamu abagenda e Maka. Lwaki tugenda eri ne tukuba amayinja? Watutukuba olusozi. Olusozi lwe bakuba Musa Katonda bwe balinga bali enyota. When they were thirsty, Katonda yagamba Musa akubwe ejjinja eryo. Yamugamba akuba omulundi gumu n'akuba omulundi gumu naye n'addamu n'akuba emirundi meka? Katonda n'amugamba okoze ensobi kati guno omulundi gwa 3 tojja kutuuka mu nsi ensuubize. Ky'oba olaba abasiraamu bwe tugenda Meka, awe tugenda ne tukwata amayinja ne tukola ki? So byonna biri mu Korani era biri mu Bayibuli. So kyengamba kiriwa watali ekkubo Katonda ajja kuteekawo ki? Mukkiriza emyaka 4 gyagwako. Mwami Museveni naye abadde emyaka meka? Kati 4 zikoze ki? Agamba sawa kiseera kituuse abaana bange mbatwale mu nsi ekola ki? Esuubize. Kufe ffenna teri yawandikira Katonda eti bamuzaala wano mu Uganda. Ffenna twesanga nga tuli mu ki? Ate bwe tubeera mu Uganda Katonda yakuwa Uganda yaffe tugyeyagaliremu. Si kubonaabona. Si kyekyo. Okubonaabona kutulaba kabaka waffe tebakyamukkiriza okutambula. Ettaka lyaffe teturitumala ate wano tulina camps ziri muno ensolo ziri wano ziryagalya kwitaka ffe tetulina kyokulya kale nze njagala okubabulya nti ffe nga FDC kabaka waffe obusigi bwaffe tubwagala nnyo era tulina okuwa sapooti yonna wetagisa so kati kyoba olaba kati nasaba tukolaganire wamu mu kulonda okujja tulage ensi eno nti Uganda eyaffe tulonde abakulembeze baffe abaana tubeerawo bonna era njagala kubasaba mu primaries muzikole bulungi naye nandisoose ne mbasaba tukole consensus what building chairman njagala tuddemu twogere n'abantu baffe kijja tuyamba nnyo bwe tubeera twala omuntu omuumu buli kifo kyetubeere nga tukimala si kyekyo nze ne muganda wange mbagambye tetulina kizibu anaayitamu yanaakola ki wasiro on consensus building naye nze ndaba abantu be mu nsozi wa Mount Elgon ne Mount what Rwenzori bafaanagana tuyagala leero twogereko n'abasajja bano abava ku plains bano ti kiseera kituuse twagala abantu abasobola okulinnya ki ensozi olugendo lwe tulina lwagala abantu abalina ebigere bimpi abalinnya biki si bino ebiwanvu ebyagala okutambulira ku ndowooza kyamani byonna byobuuziza mbizeemu era njagala kutwala omukisa guno okubebaza mwenna at short notes mwebala okujja meeting eno mwebalire ddala tuli basiimu era tuligenda kulonda nze
that here in Kasese but when he goes to Teso he will not say anything about me against me because he knows he can lose his position as member of parliament. Mr. Chairman, as the Secretary General, my sister, the mother of Kasese, the Honorable Member of Parliament, Florence Kabugo, my brother, Deputy President, and Member of Parliament for Masindi Municipality, Joab Usinje, my brother, Vice Chairman of the party, the Honorable Robert Franco Centenary, Your Worship the Mayor, Chance Kahindo, my dear brother, Chairman Ronald Kabuku, is Kabuku, by the way. All of you elected representatives, my dear fellow comrades from the district of Kasese, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, FDC oye, Bukonzo West oye, Bukonzo East oye, Busongora North oye, Busongora South oye, Kasese Municipality oye, FDC oye, one Uganda, one people, Ra, Chia, the Lord is good, and all the time, and that is his nature. Oh, let's give God a big hand. Nashukuru sana kukua hapa Kasese siku ya leo. Nikikuwa sa Kasese mimi najua niko nyumbani. Kwa maana familia yangu iko hapa Kasese. Na taanza kupiga asanti kwa nyinyi yote kwa nguvu mmeweka kwa chama yetu, chama ya FDC. Kuongea haki
hapa Kasese district, Kasese ni namba 1 kukuwa supporter ya FDC. Nafurahi sana kwenu. Nimeleta salamu kutoka kwa hao jamaa wa Karamojo. Nimeleta salamu kutoka kwa hawa jamaa wa Wacholi, na vile vile marafiki yenu wa ndugu yenu ambao wanatoka Teso. Tulitembelea wajuzi, tukaomba kura kwawa, tukaomba support kwawa, support ya party ya chama yetu ya FDC. Tuko leo hapa kuongea kitu kidogo kwa ajili ya chama yetu. Sio maneno mengi, kwa maana tunajua hapa Kasese, watu ya Kasese waongee mambo mengi. Watu ya Kasese wako watu ya action. And so I'm not going to spend a lot of time lecturing to people who already know what to do. I've just come here to thank you. When the party was in trouble, matatizo yalikuwa kwa chama yetu, we thought the party was going to collapse. We thought the party that you, the people of Kasese, had put in a lot of effort was going to be taken away by people who did not understand the kind of pain that the people of Kasese went through building this party. I want to first and foremost thank my brother Ronald for being a steadfast chairman. Every day I would be on the phone talking to Ronald. I would say, Ronald, we would like election to take place in Kasese. And it was a very, very difficult time for us, because people who were our friends had turned their guns against us, making all sorts of accusations against myself, my brother the Secretary General, the chairman of the party, and whoever stood on their way in their plan to take over this party and hand it over to another political group. Mukakasirika nyinyi watu wa Kasese, itakuwaji hao jamaa wakitoa chama yetu kuchukua chama fasi nyingine. I want to frankly be frank about this and open. At one time I was doubting the chairman. I was like saying, is the chairman on the other side or on this side? And the chairman assured me he is FDC in the morning, during the day, in the evening, in the night time, and I believe him because of what he has done. Mr. Chairman, I remove my heart for you and thank you for stabilizing the party in Kasese district. Otherwise, I really do not know what we would have done. I want to extend my gratitude to the Honorable Florence Kabugo for being a strong person in the party and for offering the necessary guidance to everybody that listened to her. In fact, at a certain point, the survival of this party depended on Kasese. Because people from as far as Teso, where I come from, kept asking what the people of Kasese say. And I said, Kasese is still solid. And they said, if Kasese is solid, then we will also be solid. I know almost everybody else of the 3 members of parliament left you to bear the weight, especially the financial weight. But never did you complain even a single day. Each time I talked to you, Honorable Member of Parliament, you said to me, giving me assurance that Kasese is stable, there is no problem, FDC in Kasese. And I believe you. On the 28th of January 2022, we came here and we sat right in this place. We had brought back Robert Centenary to you, the people of Kasese municipality, to ask you whether he should return to the party. And you were unanimous on this. You said Robert Centenary is a good person, he is a worker. There was just a small misunderstanding from the last election, and he was readmitted into the party. Robert Centenary became a gift to the FDC in our struggle to redeem the soul of the party. And I want to thank him so much for becoming the de facto spokesperson. Every time Centenary was on television, on radio, defending the party. My thanks go to the Secretary General of the party as well for being a worthwhile partner in this struggle. We suffered together. You can see both of us have developed gray hair, not because we are old, we really deserve gray hair, but the kind of torture that we went through, being accused falsely, being followed all the time, being threatened, sometimes with death. One time they threatened, they said, you know, we want to eliminate the chairman of the party, we want to eliminate the Secretary General of the party, and this president here who has betrayed us, we want to get rid of them, we want to eliminate Centenary, and then we will find our way to the FDC. Nandala Mafabi, I thank you in public for being a worthwhile partner, for saving this party. At times I would go very low and say maybe this is the time just to throw in the towel. But you will say, no brother, come along. We will save this party. We will manage this battle. We will succeed in it. And when I really hear Nandala rivaling me for a position that I still hold up to now, I'm really surprised. You all know that I have been in the struggle with you people, a frequent visitor here. We have fought together, we have cried together. I have been captured in Kasese and taken back to Kampala because Museveni didn't want me to come to Kasese. You all know that I attempted to come to Kasese even without shoes. The police force stole my shoes on the day of my nomination. When I tried to come here, and Florence was in Katunguru, together with the Honorable Nzo and the other leaders, to receive me in Kasese, I was lifted, by the police, taken through Kasese at a terrific speed,
and dumped somewhere in Bundibujo because they didn't want me to come and talk to you. In that election, I was arrested 45 times in the 65 days of the election. But we continued to fight. And so this afternoon I am coming to say to you that I am the best candidate of the two, that I have been tested. I really know what it is to contest for presidency. And don't mind about the 3.2% that I got. That time was not an election, it was a military operation. Ilikuwa vita, sio kura. You all know that. And so given free space, I can build on something. My brother here can't build on anything because he's never been a presidential candidate. And one thing I want to say in public about Nathan Nandala Mafabi is that he is a money hunter. This man is a money magnet. Give him anything, even a dry leaf, he's going to turn it into money. A man who knows all the corridors in the World Bank. In fact, he has the spare keys to every door of the World Bank. And so, this is not the kind of person you are going to make president of this country. Because the economy will collapse. By the way, Nandala Mafabi is one of the best economists in this country. Such a meticulous economist. And therefore, you are not going to waste this material, making him president, overloading him with a lot of work. Because the president has to superintend over the entire country. I have promised, and I want to put this in writing before I leave Kasese, that Nandala Mafabi is going to be the Minister of Finance in our FDC government. And because he's a very, very strong worker, very good with figures, I know that work will be too small for him. I will even give him a bonus. He will also be the governor of the Bank of Uganda. So he's going to regulate himself. Now that is the president talking and giving assignments. So before I leave Kasese, those of you who want appointments in our new government, just visit me in the Kasese International Hotel and express your interest. But that said, my dear friends, we come to demonstrate our democratic credentials. Something you will never see anywhere else in this country. No party acts the way the FDC does. That people will move together, eat from one plate, but still compete for one position. This is the beauty of being in the FDC. The dictatorship that has bedeviled Uganda for 40 years now. In the FDC, we have processes. And I want those of you who want to run for different political positions, who are more than one person, to listen to me carefully. There is the vetting process. And that is provided for in the Constitution. Not every candidate that is nominated makes it to the end. The Electoral Commission is going to examine you. Nathan and I have been examined and found by the Electoral Commission to be fit to lead this country. And by the way, we are extremely brilliant people. The two of us. We are clever. tulisoma even the natural wisdom we have. It's not that everybody who has a degree and a master's and PhD is wise. Some of them are just stupid. Somebody who has not been to class 1 can probably reason or even lead people better than them. For us, we have both gifts of having had a formal education, but also we are lucky to have been born with some wisdom. So the Electoral Commission said, go to the people. We have come to you to ask for your votes, the delegates. I saw my brother conducting an election here. You know, when you're a candidate, you can't be the Electoral Commission as well. You have to be one of the two. So those of you who lifted your hands showing support, that is rigging elections. That the FDC is not known of. But there is also a second stage, my dear brothers and sisters. Consensus building that the Honorable Ebwalo talked about here. Consensus building, where more than one candidate, when there are 2 or 3 or more, sit down and agree on a single candidate. I'm just hoping that my brother and I will build consensus so that we save this party of the resources necessary for running an expensive national campaign. So I'm going to invite Ebwalo and Amin. They are going to sit and begin to talk to the people around the country. Already there have been calls by different people around the country, because they know I am tight with Nandala. The other day we met a bishop, my bishop in Soroti, and my bishop said, why are you people wasting resources? The two of you are the same. You think the same. Why don't you just agree and bring an end to this campaign and begin the national campaign? The Bible says there's time for everything. That is going to be a demonstration to you who are vying for positions in the primaries. The number of candidates in Bukonzo, aspirants in Bukonzo East, is very big. In fact, I was told there are 11 vying for that position. And all of them are competent. But if I may ask, how many members of parliament will go from Bukonzo East to parliament? There's only one vacancy. I've also seen that there are a number of candidates, aspirants for Bukonzo West. But there is only one person who is needed in Bukonzo West to go to parliament. I want to ask our brothers and sisters from Bukonzo West and East, from the municipality, because I know that the others are sorted, to follow the example of Busongora North and Busongora South, where, as our brother Aloysius Kiema is now standing unopposed, and where our brother represented here, the Honorable William Nzou, the elephant, is also now clearly unopposed. So that we start off very quickly, so that we begin the campaign, an early campaign from here, because I know After we have sorted out your qualifications, there's nothing that will stand in your way for you to become a candidate of the FDC as FDC flag bearer. I also want to appeal, and this is really personal. It is not official. Where a candidate, an incumbent, has performed well, why don't you allow this person who may be a winning candidate to contest in the election without the interference of a primary election? We will be approaching you individually to speak to you, to look at the common good more than personal good, so that we ensure sanity in our party and we reduce the pulling and pushing that go with primary election. Lastly, before I invite the chairman, I want all of us to make an effort to bring back our people who were misled. I think they were really misled. And particularly those who have benefited from the efforts of the party, from the efforts of the FDC. You cannot go to parliament for 2 terms using the goodwill of the FDC, and then at a time of need, you turn your back to the party that was so good to you. That is sacrilegious. It's really unthinkable that we have spent, some of these people, by the way, who now have turned to pointing fingers at us, the FDC paid their nomination fees. When they were in need, the FDC produced posters for them. Here in Kasese, we had a meticulous structure of the FDC which supported their candidature. We came here to do campaigns for them. You remember that a full force came here to campaign for Winnie Kiza. Full force. All of us. Some people went to prison, like Amin. They went to Mobuku here. And were given free accommodation in Mobuku prison. After the first term, we still came back, telling everybody how good our MPs were, and they got a second term, some of them a third term. Why would they turn their backs to the party that built them politically, to the party that grew them politically, to the party that supported them and enhanced their politics here? I don't think we are going to be wrong if we pursued those people in their constituencies. And I want to assure you here, my friends, we are not going to be afraid of them. Anybody who turns his back against the FDC and is a leader of the FDC will be pursued to the end. They may escape in this election, we'll pursue them in the next election. They may escape in the next election, but those who will succeed us will pursue them in the subsequent election. We want to inculcate in you the spirit of commitment to our. Museveni went on to stand in election, cheated his way up, and they kept telling people, but there is a limit of Finally, I want to say, my brother Nathan Nandala said, the people of Rwenzori are similar to the people of Bugisu, of the Elgon. They speak the same language. They are from the mountains. Don't elect this man coming from the plains. I understand they even circumcise. I come from a community similar to the Rwenzururu people. We are fighters. We are warriors. And this country requires a warrior who will have the capacity to command the armed forces as the commander-in-chief. So if you elect this man because he just comes from the mountain and doesn't even know how to fire a gun, then you would have made a big mistake. You are going to elect a person similar to you, a warrior like you, and not somebody just because he knows how to climb the mountain. I can also learn how to climb the mountain. So my dear brothers and sisters, God bless you. Thank you for your kind attention. And thank you for coming to listen to us. FDC oye! Rwenzururu Kingdom oye! One Uganda. One people. One people. One Uganda. Ra. Chia. Asante sana. I have been given the responsibility of inviting the chairman of the party to come and speak to you. The Honorable Jack Sabiti went to Parliament before the two of us went to Parliament. He became our coach. He became our mentor. And he's continued to be supportive of our leadership even to this day. The Honorable Joe Businje talked about how this party is a national party and not a party for any region. And we are going to resist anybody who will want to turn FDC into a regional party. You know, some parties suffer today. All their leaders actually come from one region. The FDC is the only opposition party that prides of having representation across the country. You go to the west, you go to the east, you go to the south, you go to the center, go to the north, you will find FDC. When some people wanted to distort that practice within the FDC based on selfish interests, Jack Sabiti stood out and said, look, I am coming from Western Uganda. I know that these young men do not believe in tribalism. They are not going to regionalize this party. They only happen to be elected to be leaders of this party. And so he changed the narrative, for which, Mr. Chairman, I am highly indebted to you. Thank you very much for standing on the side of the truth. Thank you very much for supporting us in the running of the party. Thank you very much for instilling discipline in the members of the party. May I now take this honor to invite you, sir, to speak to the people of the Rwenzururu Kingdom. Wasinja.
Fdc oye. Fdc oye. Seems these people talked too much, and they forgot that as the chairman of the party, they should have left some more minutes for me. seems they are hungry young boys and who want to eat everything. But I love these young men. They have guided the party and we're moving on well. First, let me thank the chairman. You have presented a good paper here. You have requested for many things. And the Secretary General, who is the custodian of most of those things, he has already told you what the party is going to do. So I don't have to venture into that. Let me thank the people of Kasese for your commitment to this party. I want your silence, please. I thank the people of Kasese for your commitment to this party. I'm happy that all the structures of this party are well accommodated. Unlike in many parts, but you allowed the ngamba rukiga murarubirira kurungi okay mwebali na ndasima abebembezi ba party, the Secretary General and the President have gone mu gwabo murungi munonga gubakozera mu party yetu bagereze ekibarabasi kuri nabire nteine abana babiri ndabeta abana konka n'abashije bakuru kuri party yarugire, but they tried their best bakakora nko barabasa kureba ngo party yetu yaguma eri united. Kabaze nyima tindaba najirire and I had to do my job nka chairman umurimo gwe no kureba ngo haza muhamone umunanko mupate twakwatanisa tibaryanganisa ibintu mupate kureba ngo pate yaba disciplined kuneza kushigamba haife later kunkanda basima bantu bakasese ibyo bimwara biremu ibi President Museveni yalesire munuya shisha structures zanyu tradition yanyu kwatakinga umukama wanyu ibyona Uganda yona ekasasa nabwo echo mugume gradually ruhanga nabana areba ibintu ko kubiri nimanye ngumiro byo mmesho Kasese nije kutunga ubugabe bwayo kurungi mwena mwakwatanisa twiho government ejeriho rero kandi tukataho government enungi nabwo echo ndabasima munonga abantu bakasese. Icyakabiri ndasima chairman wanyogu utore turiyo mu travels zabire ziriho akijana delegation, you remember twabugana twaganira twicizana kamubuza kibozo kimwe ntiwe shi olyo wankai ati olyo wa FDC, I think you remember na ina mugaruka munti na indyo wa FDC tindi wa Besje tindi wa Amriyat tindi wa Nanda Ramafavi ndyo wa FDC, and that one I thank you for coming up with that idea. We must always remember ngutwena tujaba FDC tituli bomuntu nicho nayanjire my former president Besje omushija unaro girankaza Nairobi kumurondayo nkagumiza munkaza Dar es Salaam nabinda nkan South Africa nkamweshengereza ngo ayije atwebembere kwakira hagati kandi nawe yaenda kuchanga changamu nko kumuseveni arabira arachanga changamu Uganda nabwo echo ndabasima munonga kureba ngo mukwatirire FDC umuri Kasese kandi mugumizemo. Ndashaba abarahika Besiki namanyo muri Kasese omwe ni bonywane beyebenji mugwe muze muganire nabo bamanya ngo turena ngutwena tube hamwe turena ngo bajoro liya tutuzoro bajoro nikirungi twena twakwatanisa tukagenda obumesho. Ichaka chatu nenda kugamba discipline ito mu management and administration ebitwashomire turamanya kuti hariho discipline zibiri. Personal discipline waba ryo mupate ningo ryo mu government ningo ryo muko wawe oretekwa kugira eshoreta personal discipline kureba ngo wagira okutobwesije omukintu echo limu okachikunda kandi okenda ngo kikumekera akora kurungi discipline. Pata yetu erenda abantu baba bine discipline echo mwikiririze umibiragiro bya pate mwikiririze omungenderwaho yetu yona nkoko bijyo mu constitution konga mwayenda gukora ebyanyu ninga shimuka bitozo ku then pate ndeja kushenyo nabwo echo turabashaba ngo discipline ebe yama omuri Kasese discipline ejo mukachikwata. You are really well disciplined people. Muramanya eshimurenda omupateki timuntu omurenda kureka murinde bigenderwa bya pate yitweje nabwo echo ndabashaba mugumizemu konka hajiro omwe mulimwe owayenda kutoro kunoku ashimere kumanyangu haliho kituleta enforced discipline. Enforced discipline nebiragiro biraba biriho watabikuratire turatekwa kureba ngo twakakujema wabikuratira ngeno kabese cyo bwayizire ngutarenda kubanitwe enforced discipline mwagizire ngo yiroko gende zakore kibine cyawe indiscipline yawe ugikorero kweyurase nabwo echo ndabasima abantu ba Kasese kuba well disciplined. Ndamarira twaza kuzo mu bururo nisha mazima twinho ba candidates babiri nyonka chairman tinyi norubaje yaba ni amuriyati yaba ni nandara mafali bona nabana banje oraze ho umurateho niwe ndije gukora nawe murangetaje nabwo echo ndabashabaye muramburaza hona umwami nandara mafabi nomwami amriyat. Try to behave, don't quarrel, don't fight for this just one seat, one chair. Try to make sure that abantu bona babakuratire bamanya ngo FDC nemwe. One Uganda, one people. One Uganda, one people. Nebyo ndabasima munonga abantu bakasese mwebale kandi mugumize murakunda FDC ekintu kibina cyanyu mukizemu tulebe ngo ito twaturarukamu abana banyu bakizemu rero tulebe nko kutwa tegeka Uganda echi. One Uganda, one people, ra. Thank you very much.
Thank you, our party leaders. Nasi mama biriyo wira kandi sitwanzire tukasiba hano hakutsebo. Now namalangira kalio banemukateekateka beitu mutukabya tukakola introductions hana bandu abatalweho ngendesa baba aspiring candidate masa sibendire chamandu maulai naonde nendi abatata introducinga then nanga watya omuzindalo wa okay, aba LOC3 mayor, LOC5 parliamentary masa. But before that, ngesa baba chairman bayabesha constituency. Mulai Yohazi, Kambere, Matru, Nevalesi, Wakenda. The constituency chairpersons, please come. The chairman doesn't know you. He needs to see you. Muraye, aha. Irina yao, constituency yao.
Matru Eric Muhasa, chairperson Bukonzo East, West.
Mumbere Yohazi Kavene, the Mazine to the SG, chairperson Bukonzo West.
My name is Vagenda Samson, constituency chairperson, Usongora County North. And Nandala SG, I have just talked to Honorable Zoo. He has told me you are his great friend. And by the way, he told me to inform this gathering that he gave us this venue at a free cost. Omwanya mwaka tuhera ubusa.
Vira Nevalesi Chikama, representing Songora South, meaning that ladies, we need change. And the ladies, we are the very people suffering in this government of Museveni. So that is why I'm representing the Songora South as a lady, meaning that I need change. A voice of the woman who are unable to speak to the people, to the government leaders.
The chairman, party president, SG, those are our commanders, territorial commanders at constituency level. LOC5, those who aspiring. This is the vice chairperson.
Okay, our guests, you're highly welcome to Kasese Municipality. My name is Kawoto Dozia, the vice chairperson, Kasese Municipal Council, FDC structure. You're highly welcome.
Party chairman and the rest of the leaders, my name is Geoffrey Sivendi Levegogo. I am aspiring for the post of district chairperson, which I held between 2016 and 2021. Thank you very much. Welcome. We are strong on ground. Be confident. FDC is still in the lead in the Kasese district. And I can assure you that if we continue preparing the way we are doing, we will have our fair share of victory in the coming elections. Thank you so much.
Next, please. Parliamentary, LOC5. This man is called Kabu Kabu.
FDC Oye! One Uganda! One people! Ra! Chairman Patrick, the prospective member of parliament.
FDC in the Kasese Municipality and Mbondo Luhiria Town Council. One Uganda, one people.
The party chairperson, everybody in his capacity. I'm Bonanza Edson, who has been in opposition since 1993. Kasese Fdc Before opposition, before my party, Kasese district has been in opposition of this government. You are aware that this region has been here for several problems about the government during a reform agenda. You are aware that people joined Kumanyana. It was opposition against the government. And he was leading the campaign from the border up to Rimi. You are aware that we had a lion of this government called Chionga. I think I was the one designing his away from the parliament. That's why I request people of Mbondwe, if you want FDC to be in our area, if you want FDC to be in Mbondwe, Bukozo County, Boom is the right person to head that position. Thank you.
Domeli, the district representative, Polo Town Council is my name. FDC fighter, FDC lion, who defeated NRM with a range of 2,000 votes. FDC Nachi? FDC Nachi? A fighter who is going to restore sanity and the FDC constitution in Polo Town Council. Vote Honorable Majido Ayub, Omurodi, Mayor Polo Town Council. FDC Nachi? One Uganda.
Thank you very much, members. Thank you very much, members. Tukasaba saba abo butugumuke tulikirane. Butugumuke tulikirane. Tukaya tunge bibulyo beke. Nare tukaya tunge bibulyo beke. Hari abantu mu bakanza ba ende tukiriraye Honorable Ndiyo Kurunji, according a summary in 1 minute, a speech ya party president, Ariaha. No court, Wagano Mabi Burio. Party president, Aria Kanayaba, nobody has Morogonzo. So I call a summary, Wagano Mabi Burio.
Wasinja General Secretary. Moyane muke owa party president ele kana eriba labiria omwalo yira mwaka basima abanyakasese habiri mana maro belome ahaba FDC omwe district mwahano kandire bikanganira hangali usenda hali arayita eri FDC amakangana atahali abakahola ma vetting yatukaya yandamu akasaba tahabi eriri yaliyana habiri kanirania katsere kakakania emusike webyosi amabwati abantu bose bakayishuseka namwe FDC arisba FDC simwikiriraye erahorekere ngulubahekire amakangania ngoko hali amaluba natabalo abo mabirala aba mubutuko bunene omushakuru kurisofa kibanzanga bya mulumina litayara mwenda lyo indiriwene nabandi mukirire kuba naenda bakendere yubati ibibene sahende bya cyaha amabwati Pamabiri hawo mano mushakuru nandala mafabi habo irunze bere bomo kumyabira na musanju ibane mwatabaru sahari cyo nakikendere kibo balabanga nako nerikande mubwati mwikiraye habere byo munyobano hakatika tikeri hangare no kusangwa habiri so mushakuru oyuwe kayiganirimo muri mwirire ya president Museveni wiri ati yatata mwala ya mwala ati ninyo banya Uganda ninyo muri mwirire ati simwikiraye erenda neno bwembembeti obo naryukande Amasiba Honorable Flores ahawiri manamakani akabwatiya orwelu cyatwara yakale tukagitakache Kasese narakorekererwa nabandu nyabosi amawunzere nani mubuyate warazi ya mafabi makabwate no kwakitoche ache emurwari uba ayikakolere umwezi amini ayikalwa the moon hatreri wane nyuma manyitalia amakangani atene to hanu kutwakolengana tindike amabwati bakande Kasese bakambe iri abasosire nabe wabo kundi Kasese iri abolu kundi buyo nayo ni mulu au kwa bantu bali Kasese neremo mwikirira ye muti FDC ne pata iri hanga se pata ya bantu ng'abantu kandi ne pata ekakwarira abantu bosi katsira abantu erirusiria okwashande meshabo amasaba nerisima ati mwasinja abanyakasese iri manera okwakwenene amabasunzira etseme nobutekane mwasinja kutsema
basinja tukayamba obutugo kuno bamabirenda tukayahamba bibulyo bebere omabule constituency so ngiri ngatsukane constituency ngatsukane west ayute chibulyo
tomaendo zake
kanda tukasaba omusamare uwa bulya mwabikuyu.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator, and the team from Kampala. Once again, my name is Muhindo Beno Nizake, the aspiring MP, Bukonjo County West. My question is strictly going to Mr. President Patrick Amuriat. He talked about scrutinizing the candidates' academic papers after nomination. What if we have come to a consensus and we endorse one candidate who has not openly disclosed his academic papers, and maybe he has given us generic papers, then at the end of it we nominate him and he has the flag? What is the fate of the part on that? Thank you.
Wasinga West chende choma ngarondo kwa bantu abakumi bayo angwaye so istimu nimwitaganiza.
Thank you very much. My question is all about we have some elected leaders and some of the structural members who are now sharing with the leaders of some other political parties like National Unity Platform and the other PFF. And these are leaders who are on party ticket. Some of them are on the structures and others are taking flags. What medicine are you having for them, because they are disorganizing us within the party? Thank you very much.
East. East Morai.
Thank you, the Speaker. I am Mwambale Moses Bohia, the East Chairperson, Konzo County East. I'm not going to ask any question, but I'm going to put my request to the SG. Dear SG, as youth in the entire Kasese district, we suffer mostly during the elections of groups. These leaders, some of them don't know what special interest group is. We travel mountains, we move without any single support of some of these leaders. I can rate the support of our leaders at 10%. Not only the district executive, but also national. We have not had any voice from your office, sir. As we get the forthcoming election on 19th, this very month, we request that please, if you may support us, for example in Kasese, we may overwhelmingly win the special interest group elections. And this can now be a stepping stone towards the 100% win the chairperson talked about. Thank you.
Wasinja East. Mabaka wa mtukara haba balia. Aha. Yeah, East. Owe runzera yori. Songora South. Mketu wa Nyeri baba abagandi besa mtukara baraka mureka nduba babulaye mketu wa Nyeri.
Thank you, the chairperson. Mine is still a request. Amuzi ya Mutavali. In most cases, when we get elections, we get challenges of facilitation to our members who have been nominated, especially our MPs and other members at higher levels. We kindly request the national office to always help those candidates so that we can succeed in elections. Because NRM in most cases brings a lot of money that disorganizes the community. And when we don't have more facilitation, then we eventually fail in some areas because we don't have enough facilitation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must be brief. Busongora South. Busongora South. Yes. Busongora South.
Kale. Ngewo mwirira rwayengo kwa chine. Ngauroma masereka bana basunero.
Yes.
Area yene sub
is a request.
Itwenge Busongora South.
And Busongora South.
Twebirisirirwa
have been left behind.
Abantu abake bake abaleyo ba FDC.
A few people that we have.
Tukawe ni sawa kusebu erita shamenyekana in the FDC kine kwa ekaru no kabunu.
We are struggling very hard to
betu pamaberekera omomo kwa leaders betu abali embere.
Yes.
Sebale twangohera.
Whenever we call for leaders, they don't come very fast.
Kande se a polling stations yesende esi umase Busongora South ekaru no kabunu kemo ne murabirako. Betu se twangahebwa ruwe chiche nere menyerero ko sende ko sende na sende ngeno ina retro abanako.
And we don't easily get information for some other meetings.
Tukasaba masa tutuke se meeting si hai manenyu no kutangatesha tsukuberera nere tungamani Busongora South.
The request leaders to come frequently to Busongora South.
Ngala representing a chairman 3 owe mhoja. Pate chairman 3 owe mhoja tauni kaso
wasinja.
Obo echenga hanga wira hano omabulambo we omatauni kaso yosi obulambo we liye nibuze mama na wire aba youth flaga be aras obo wana bulambo busa owa banikire omatauni kaso yosi musana na reya moti twangohera omwera kale.
So I request for the support of the youth elections. Busongora South owned.
Additional one from Busongora South. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful gathering. Serendere from Busongora South, mainly Muhocha sub-county. My view is about all these millionaires who are contesting to support other weak candidates. Me, I have this view, bringing it on the table that some of the candidates who are on top seats are supporting other candidates who are on low basis. No, who are going to cause division at the end of the voting. I wish you are the colleagues who are from the high offices to assure those people who are going to misuse the party system that we are not after them, we are not after their money. For us, we are going to vote a rightful person. They shouldn't misuse their money.
So
other people are using them as a chain. Gasaba echelo cheno ngachi hayo agobe membetia kura birengo be district ya hanu Kasese ende twachibanira ende njenga mabenga ale surrender nga itsimbiri ngabere olesha ere kodusadi ere nganga ngamutwale muhocha no kungenda benga akotari na ngatongera erasa ngababundu munga akagati mboro namaba kayetayumu na ingaga kolese muisa awuye singachi opponent wayi kasabe cyumuiso muri gikolesha mukatule telebu umupandeka
wasinja chisini cha district chisini cha chairman. Tuende Kasese municipality.
Kasese municipal council.
We are done with Busongora South. Kasese municipality.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I am Sande Salveri, the government chief whip, Kasese municipality, the only councillor from Blembia division, the only survivor of FDC. Mine is a request from the top office and other top leaders. I already even communicated to the district chairman that we shall not have FDC permanently in Kasese if we cannot have our own home. Because this means if Nzo goes to NRM, then yes, if Nzo goes to NRM, then, excuse me, then we shall have nowhere to sit. If Honorable Centenary goes to PFF, then we shall no longer have where to sit. Why can't we have our own plot and we construct a home of our own? I pledge 50,000 if we can buy that project. Thank you so much.
Wasinja Honorable Salveri, amabati awajitaulo myu wetu. One chance for Kasese Municipality. Yoi. Someone is here. Kale awa weti ebibu ulio kwa nisipedi kwa wale mondo waandike gabwe pura onomoto hako.
Wasinja kutsibu mwaka.
Wamaudi kibulio jina kukostowe se yetu wili luamu na yetu luamu mfuandike gabwe pura.
Wasinja kutsibu moderator. Okwamena Gaimbalasi Moses.
Yes.
The electoral supervisor with Central Division. The region area in the Sava.
Yes, him is a request.
And the Sava in the Travel record is a structure the Seattle. Travel score and yes, oh, structure a Gallican to Umubiri, there is a com.
Yes.
The region and the Sava a national end. It's a structure is inducted.
Yes.
It's a so massive. Chairman in a mubiri wewe, secretary na mubiri wewe, treasurer na manyu na minyo na no security in a minyo wewe.
Yes.
Na vile kana ika wasanga no security na lukuko lumubiri chairman.
Yes.
Chairman na lukuko robo kanyama wa security.
Yes.
Na roha ngali saba the premier indicted abu mundo aminyo mubiri wewe kakala ba. Katere rekomba aba katere umubiri wewe. Remedi rekomba candidates ba sa.
Yes.
Wasija kusema.
His request was for induction of our party leaders, right away from the top up to the last person. That is the request. Yes, Musongora North. Musongora North. Senator Nomukari. Musongora North and just Ngayo Mukari.
Thank you very much. I'm by the names of Kisembo D. Osborne Wakamba. Mine goes to the elected MPs and our leaders, mostly in Kasese district, that when they are elected, they tend to distance themselves from us. When you want to call them, they divert and tell you now, if you want to call me, pass through another person. We request. Now, what is the problem? Where is our destiny? If you leaders, you can distance yourselves from us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A leader? Give him. There's no woman.
Mine is also a request.
Yes.
I have heard from the top leaders, directly from the chairperson of the FDC in the whole country. You have spoken very well that FDC in Kasese district is making a bone marrow or a backbone of FDC in the whole country. I would wish that when I'm adding on what my fellow has said, that as we are the bone marrow, we are the backbone of FDC in Kasese district, I think you give us a privilege, you give us a gift of the office in Kasese district, so that we shall also be remembered that we are the bone marrow and the backbone of FDC in Kasese district. We are tired of renting our office. Even we shall come to an extent of having our MP who cannot even bother to give us anything, any coin. Most MPs go there to eat their money. So it is a privilege that you can give us, so that we shall also be saying, oh, we are members of FDC, so that we can strengthen FDC, knowing that we have got the office from the what? From the upper levels. Thank you so much. That is my request.
Thank you very much. Members, we are saying the rest of the questions you write down. We are time bad. We are time bad. Wete chibu ulio maandeke wasinja. Let me request for the visitors to respond on these questions. Who has a question, you respond.
Thank you very much. No, give him information.
Thanks so much. Yeah, thanks so much, our GS. I have two issues. One, Bwana GS, looking at Busongora North and Busongora South. FDC is an opposition political party. For us in Busongora North, we lost a seat for Member of Parliament just because FDC had a candidate, NUP had a candidate. Mr. GS, is there provision for us, FDC and NUP, to make a dialogue for victory? Two, this one goes to the party president. Since 2017,
tugoba obuwavu maka gaffe tubeere ne sente muki nsawo bw'ogenda mu ddwaliro e Kasese oba Yumbe oba Budadire osanga abasawo abakola nga benkanya bw'oba oyagala eddagala libeerewo bw'ogenda kusoma osome oyite oba ovaawa ogende paka omale ofune omulimu si nti eriwo ebitundu ebisomesa bulungi oba ebitundu ebifuna emirimu ng'ebirala tebifuna ki emirimu. Twetaaga abavubuka babeere n'emirimu. Ky'oba olaba tuli wano twogera nti ba MP baffe oba abakulembeze baffe tebatuyamba lw'ensonga nti tulonda abakulembeze nga tusuubira nti bwe banajja batulwanisire obuwavu. Bwe tulowooza nti sente bwe banafunanga emisaala gyabwe batuwenga. Naye bwe mbeera n'omulimu gwange nga nfunamu sente, omulimu gwange okusapootinga gavumenti eyo ekolera abantu bonna. Okifuna? Kati ky'oba olaba tuli wano tugamba nti kisoboka bwe tukyusa obukulembeze okuva mu NRM ne tuba aba FDC abakulembeze balimu bakola emirimu. Olidde wano meya waffe agambye bwe yajja wano ekitundu kino yakikyusa kikisinga mu Uganda. Olidde Jobu bwe yali meya w'e Masindi bwe yakola Uganda yalabika buki Masindi yasinga kuba bw'owa FDC omulimo bagukola bulungi. Kyeve nno kubasaba nti tobeera ku ekyo ng'olowooza oti abakulembeze bwe boolonze banakwatanga ke bafunye akatono okwa. Ffe kye tukola tulwane tutwale obukulembeze tukyuse embeera yaffe etukolere ffenna. Abaganda bange abamu bagambye wano nti bwe balonda abakulembeze bawabulako. Ntudde wano okuva ku makya bw'ocekinga simu yange ojja kwesanga missed call ziyita mu 3. Ziyita mmeka? Mu 3. Singa buli kaseera mba ku simu eyo oyinza ogamba ne Secretary General waffe omulimu gw'esimu yekka. Ky'oba bw'okuba omuntu n'otomufuna totandika n'olowooza nti abuze. Tabuze naye sindika message naye alina tulina office zaffe ezikola. Nze kankuwa ekyokulabirako nze nina personal assistant wange kati agenda kufuuka ne member wa parliament wa Budadiri West. Bw'onoonya ebyogonoonya personal assistant abo babeera n'emirimu gye bakola. Mukama waabwe atabeera bwe babeerawo. Naye bw'ojja wano n'ogamba oti nkubira member wange wa parliament, nkubira meya wange, nkubira kansala wange, takwata amasimu tuba tukola ensobi. Njagala tukitwale wamu omulimu gw'okukola musupporting agukole bulungi okujjako bwebanga gwakugambye personal assistant akola bulungi emirimu mubuulire. Ewaffe eyo twakyusa enkola eno simanyi kansala ewaffe bwagenda mu meeting bamuwa emitwalo meka? 3. Emitwalo meka? Mu mwaka batolamu emirundi eki? Kati afuna emitwalo 10 na meka? Kati gwe bw'oba olinza oti kansala waffe bwakusanga akuwa ekyokulya awo oyagala kugoba kansalawo aleme okulabika. Olidde? Kati ewaffe eyo kye twasalawo bw'olaba kansalawo mugamba jangu amazzi gaganonywako ekyokulya kikino naye mwateseza ki oba mulina pulani kino omubuuza bulungi owulira naye bw'omugamba oti njagala kyokulya ogenda kumugoba afuna emitwalo 10 n'egi kiraga nti buli mwezi afuna onusu mitwalo gumeka ate ebiseera ebimu tebabawa kati waffe kansala waffe bwabanga tuli kuziika tetwetaaga okumanya sente zaleese tumuwomula omuzindalo buuza abantu naye tetulina okumubuuza oteeseyo meka abalala bagamba kansala ateeseyo bwagamba 10 nebagamba kansala mulamba naye 10 lwalwanye nalwo lwakoze eki lwaleese nze njagala kukirizagana ne President Amin bwagamba twagalenga abakulembeze baffe tubawenga obuyambi mu ngeri etali emu bwabanga atambula kyokulya tumuwe tumusapotinge tulabe nti babeerawo kale temuyomba abakulembeze baffe betutaddeyo nti babadduseko nedda njagala okubasaba tebadduse naye ebiseera bye bakola bingi babeera mu bintu ebirala naye ekyokukula wabanga naako kakuwaddeko katwale bwotyo naye musapotinge tokikozesa nti watampa sijja kumuwa nze mbagambye mbadde member of parliament emyaka 25 bwegenda eyo wekibeerawo muwa nga tekiriyo bagamba nandala tekirina ewo ebintu ebimu enguudo za gavumenti amaazi ga gavumenti amalwaliro ga gavumenti tojja kumbuuza ebyo nze omulimu gwange nga ombuuza palamenti mwatesiza ki kiki kyemutukolera amateeka mugakola mukya kyoba owulidde bagamba engineer Patrick akugambye ffe twalwananga paka tukyamana tulabe nti amateeka ge tukola gayamba abannayuganda bonna special interest group kituufu tubadde ne empisa okusookera ddala njagala mumpulize bulungi nkimanya enjala etuluma NRM ebadde ekola amagezi nga bagenda kukola special groups elections NRM yesinga electoral commission ebowa ba NRM nga ffe tetumanyi kati ekiseera kigenda okutuuka ebiseera ebimu tetulina bakandidate si kyekyo ebiseera ebimu bwe tufuna bakandidate baffe abakulembeze abamu ne bakweka stampu netufa kandidate okugenda stampu ya FDC ne bagamba genda otekeko yaki ya NRM bino tubimanyi naye njagala kuba assurance nga owulidde nti tugenda kusupportinga structures zaffe okuva wansi paka waggulu buli akatono ke tunaabeera nako tujja kukola ki tujja kusharinga owulidde omugambye bya youth abayusi twatesema mmanyi iliyo district nyingi zatesema abayusi mu structures okuva wansi era kambabulire nti tugenda kulaba within this week kiki kye tusupportinga n'abayusi baffe mu bitundu ebyo n'abalema n'abakyala muganda wange agambye aliwo abantu ba ssente ba millionaires abasupportinga bakandidate abali week sikyagambye njagala kuba example ewaffe Sironko era najja wano nenjibawa mumpulire mama mpulira temuyomba nkyaliwo nzino sina gye ngenda by the way nzeyo omukozi gye mulina okubuuza byonna ebikwata mupate my brother Patrick ali waggulu ne honorable Jack Sabit Cham ebo bali waggulu nzeyo omukozi era kyoba olaba nze wano okusaba omukozi ono mumukozesere ddala Sironko eyo twalina omukyala yali member of parliament wa FDC kati aba NRM ne bagenda ne bamulimba nti bw'onajja independent tujja kuwa support bw'obanga tomanyi kubala bakubba okulaga nti omukyala ono tali tamanyi kubala ba NRM ne bamulimba ate bamutwala baali ba FDC be basinga mu district okiraba kati nasalawo atagenda independent ba FDC neteka kandidate waffe yafuna obululu emitwalo 29 wa NRM yafuna emitwalo 295 yasingira kandidate waffe obululu ebimeka 5 naye ono wa independent yafuna omutwalo gumu ne mukakaga ulide yafuna mutwalo gumumeka ataka gumumukakaga gwali gwa FDC je kikulaga nti bwe singa yakiriza mwenyene nesimbawo ku kadi ya FDC jinebiri kenda jandi bade jije sichecho ne tufuna FDC what umane MP kati abainare mbali nemizeko baja kulimba abakandidate baffe genda independent oba kati batulabye tugenda mu primaries kyobenze njagala okukirizaganya n'abantu babulijjo abalozi kyebasalawo bagenda kunoonya yo candidate ali weak olide mumpulira bulungi siti ngambye ono Kasese bakati bagambe ba delegates baffe bawe candidate yo sente agule ba delegates kikyekyo kati delegates bajje wano ng'agamba londa Nandala bakimanyi Nandala ali weki weak so that Nandala bwakwata flag ono muganda wange Ronald yandi kute card strong candidate ngavuddemu zali weak wine remo ngayitawo bwiti okiraba mulina okuba careful bwobanga tomanyi kubala banakola ki kale nkirizagana mmwe mutuule bulungi mwe ba delegates tubasaba temutunda ekibiina kyammwe katutwale candidate gwe tumanyi tujja kutunda ayitewo muki mu bwami ekyo mukifunye era saagala mude emabega ekijja kuleetera ekizibu twali wano Busongola South omuganda wange abuuza Busongola South aliwa nali wano twali wano mu by election watulaba si ya Alosia twalwana wano njagala kuba baza abantu bonna ba participating mu by what election eyo mu kituufu singa twatwala kati tusomye dynamics ya Busongola South era private tugenda kwogera mune bakulembeze baffe tulabe enjero gye tugenda kukyatakinga tulabe entebe tukola ki tugitwala of course zinajja wano nga tukomyeyo nga tuletesa wano centenary era njagala kwebaza muganda wange centenary bwe yakiriza okukoma mu kibiina we twali tugaba flags mu 2021 twalina force wano nga tesoboka njagala kuba example ya municipality wano nga tulowooza nti omwami gwe tugenda agenda kwesimbawo ku pata yaffe gye bagambye wamaanyi agenda kuwangula ani centenary bamuyita ani Butabosi Tabosi n'agenda neyesimbawo ndowooza results mwaziraba wiko okuyita weemu Tabosi n'agamba ngenze muki mwenaremu ekyo kikulaga nti Tabosi bwe yajja yatukozesa ffe nga structures naye nga mumanyi nga amanyi ati ali waki wa NRM naye naffe mufe bannyini bamemba b'ekibiina ba structures twali tukimanyi ti wa NRM ne tukkiriza ne tumwaki kadi temuddamu ekyo temukiddayo mujja kuba mutunza ekibiina kyammwe era nze nga sekretary general njagala kusaba okusanyubwa okuva mwe abantu ba municipality kwensobi eyo gye twakola safari special interest ngimaze tulina abakulembeze baffe ekino tukyogeddeko abamu kati bagenze mu PPF abamu balimu bagenda mu anti abalala ne bagenda mu NUP kati bali kukola ebintu ebitasaana mu kibiina kyaffe ate bagenda ate bakyali muki nze njagala kubasaba nti abo abagenda nga bwe babuulidde bobeyagala kubanga ekitoogo gye tulimu twagala kujjako NRM naye twagala okubasaba bwe banga bagenze mu bibiina ebyo bakolere ebibiina ebyo n'esoosi okujja okutabula ekibiina kyaffe Forum for Democratic Change naamwe ababali kumpi babuulire so that kino kikome mubagambe ffe tuli ba FDC era tulina okulwana tulabe nti
tutwala obukulembeze okuva mu NRM mwe mugenze era mukoze ensobi. Aliwo yabuuziza bwe tukola consensus ne tusanga candidate talina ebisaanirizo ebimala ekyo kyangu bwe tufuna tebituuka tugamba twakuwa flaga yaffe naye tebikola ki you don't fit ono kati yandako kuba bw'obanga tugambye tukoze consensus tuli babiri ono bwe tumugyewo abadde owokubiri yakola ki yatwala kale bino mubikole eddala bulungi tubimale. Finally ettaka induction course nzijukira baatuwaako ettaka mu Kasese eno nze njagala kubasaba mukigoberere ettaka lye baatuwaliriwa. Before we go away, we must find out what happened to the plot they gave us. Naye omwami okyalese emitwalo gyange 5. I'm waiting for the 50,000. That's the first contribution. Webanga tufunye ettaka ezinatandika okugula amataffaali agasooka. Naye ankirizaganye nammwe. Even yesterday when I had visited my brother Centenary, nakyo twakyogeddeko nti tulina okunoonya ettaka lyaffe tulabe tutubeera ne permanent home ewafano. Ekitugumu mweyanziza ekitugumu tulina permanent home. Esironko tulina permanent home. Anamanyi amulata mumanyi amulata nabo bafuna ettaka lyabwe nabo bali me permanent what. In fact yali town council chair omumuyita ono town council mayor road mayor wa town council bwe yali mu ntebe era ne batufuna ettaka eryo mu town council kati ne bazimba akayumba kaabwe katono office yaabwe ate bwe balina omukisa balina n'omuti omunene ogukolanga tent buli kaseera kale naffe wane Kasese tukole bwe tutyo. So I agree with you. Induction of courses, that one chairman is your responsibility. Chairman, induction of structures is your responsibility. You for it. Facilitation of candidates by the Kambabulire. Si sente zokka zitwala omuntu mu ntebe. Kyalese kyembadde njogerako. Si sente zokka zitwala omuntu mu ntebe. Singa sente zalinga zitwala abantu mu parliament, singa Sudiru operera, singa member waki a parliament, kuba yandikuze buguzi kifo kikyekyo. Naye okusookera ddala abantu mu structures okuviira ddala ku village be basalawo kati bw'omobilizanga at village level n'ofuna bamemba ba FDC okuva mu village A nefuuka nekwata ne village B ne village C ne bakola omuluka guno ne gukola n'oguli ne gufuuka egombolola n'egombolola nefuuka district ne district efuuka Uganda. So mobilization etandikira wa 1C. Era njagala kubasaba tukolere ddala n'amaanyi tuteekere ddala structure okuviira ddala wa 1C. Zino sente zijja kufacilitatingako katono. Era wadde nze zijja wano kati saawa zino n'ogamba tugenda kucampaigningira Bigogo my chairman tugenze eri Maliba nze nja kubeera nga flower girl oba peg boy olide omulimu gwaffe tuwerekeddeko Magogo mu kitundu ekyo. Kati abantu abanatuyamba ba village eyo bagamba ye secretary general jangu olamuseko abantu bo. Nze mulimo gwange okubagamba tuze wano tulese Bigogo mumweki akalulu si kyekyo bwe tuvaayo abawansi abo bwe banakola mobilization ne campaign onfuna onze ontwala obutwali nga peg boy si kyekyo. Sale njagala kubasaba nti tukole n'amaanyi tulabe structure za wansi zikolera ddala. Nze gwolaba ono structure za wansi zinyambye okubeera emyaka gyonna 25. Era ndowooza structures bwe tuzikola zonna ojja kwesanga LC1 woteeseewo ajja kuyita uwomuluka L2 ajja kuyita chairman 3 ajja kuyita district chair ajja kuyita ne kansala ne president wo naye ajja kukola ki ajja kuyita ne MP wa nakola ki ajja kuyita. So bwe tukola structure wansawo facilitation wansawo si nene bobanga otesewo n'amaanyi. Oyinza bobanga tolina structure wansi wadde bw'otwala sente gyebaza kugirya. Nze njagala kubabuulira ewaffe eyo n'ebitundu ebirala. Ani anywa ku malwa? Ani anywako ku malwa wano? Nze ganywa. Tubeera n'ebirabo byaffe mubimanyi. Tubeera abantu nga 23. Kati bwe tulaba kandidate baze kantandike ne Nandalaze. Bwe tumanyi Nandala agenda kujja tuteekawo posta ye. Waja our man. Watu ekintu egamba oyo kagende. Kati tumanyi nti Ronald akola ki yaja. Ekyo tukijjako ne tuteekawo kyani Ronald wayo even tumusitula ne waggulu our man. Ekyo kiraba wamwata kati mama Flores bwaja tumanyi tagenda kuja etwaje gwe kazo wano teri balala bajize wano oli muntu waffe gwe tukuwagira gwe weka olide ne Flores nga tumutese waggulu nga tuddawo nga akwacha ffe kyamalo tugamba yagenze abantu baze bameka basatu bana naye nga buli bwaja our woman or our what kati bwoba oyagala kusurvivinga ekyo village structure yekuyamba abo batuufu obase baki mwebala okumpuliriza njogedde bingi era nja kuba musiimu nnyo bwebanga mukoze netukkirizaganya wano tugende tuddeyo ffenna tufuuke ba agent b'ekibiina kyaffe Forum for Democratic Change tukolere wamu tulabe tutumalako. Mwebale nnyo, Katonda abawe omukisa.
It is against the constitution for you to support a candidate of a different party. When we find that that is happening, you could lose your position in the party. Now, I have 3 questions that I'll respond to. Dialoguing with NUP and the other political organizations, because this is becoming a problem in Busongora North, I think, and South. It takes 2 to tango. You might want to, our policy is that we are open to dialoguing with other political parties in order to agree and see how to work together. But that cannot be forced. We might move to NUP and say we want to talk about this, but if they are not interested, we can't reach a conclusion on this. There is a worry that probably looking at the trends, a split in the FDC could happen in the future. Whereas I can't say it can't happen, I am comforted by the fact that those who have left the FDC to form political organizations, the organizations have almost collapsed, all of them. When you look at Betty Kamya, she got angry after an election in 2005. She left the party to form the Uganda Federal Alliance. I don't know whether you remember whether Uganda Federal Alliance is even a party in this country. No elected leader, no nothing, completely. When our brother General Muntu and Winnie Kiza decided to leave the FDC on account of an election again, they went to form the Alliance for National Transformation. And you know, they were just thumping. They had gone with MPs, they're very powerful, you know, former leader of opposition is with them. We went to the election last year, 2021. And the results are very clear. The Alliance for National transformation never posted a single member of parliament. We took 32, even with our internal problems. When that party was formed, my prophecy was that it was a stillbirth. It would not fly from the ground. And indeed, today, they can talk the highest ranking person who is elected is Chairman LC5. The FDC has chairpersons LC5 in different districts, mayors of Mbale and Soroti, division mayors. We have a number of councillors. You don't find that in the Alliance for National Transformation. Even this one that has just been formed. I know Lukwago is a very weak leader, totally weak. You know, I describe him as a political broiler. Very weak, not prepared to struggle, not prepared to sacrifice. And I'm sure that if they are lucky, they might just probably retain the position of Lord Mayor. Even that one, we are going to fight for it. We have a candidate, Ibrahim Kasese, former member of parliament, who is running for the position of Lord Mayor. So we are not just going to let Lukwago just go with the position of Lord Mayor without sweating. He will even sweat blood this time. Now, this is a request to you who are competing in the primaries. You enter the primaries and you should accept the outcome of the primary elections. We would be completely unhappy as a party if after participating in the primaries, you go and stand as independent. Support your colleague who would have emerged the winner. We had a very nasty experience that we keep talking about in Rukunjiri municipality. Our sister Ingrid Turinawe, who was our mobilizer, contested against Dr. Tumwine Warren. After the primaries, Tumwine emerged the winner. But she went on to stand as an independent candidate. And like the Secretary General has said, we lost that election because we divided our vote. Our flag bearer, the marks he scored, he was runner-up, he was number 2. And those of my sister Ingrid Turinawe, when added, were more than that of the NRM who is sitting in parliament today. Much more. We have the statistics here. So, Ingrid and Warren were hunting from the same place, from the same pond, and this disadvantaged us. So if they had agreed, one of them at least would have gone to parliament. But now both of them stayed behind on account of not understanding our principles. Finally, I have, I'm talking to Chairman Kabuku on this, a lot of talented young politicians. I've listened to them speaking. I'm not going to name names. I want you to harness that potential. We should, as leaders, grow young, talented politicians so that our party remains alive. Our party is able to grow. Let's not keep them down on account of fearing competition against them. And to you young people, Bwambale, I've heard you. You should be respectful of the elders. Sometimes when it's not your time to go up, don't attack the elders. Grow normally. Don't grow too fast, otherwise you crash. Thank you. Those are the comments I wanted to make.
Thank you. Okay. Abakanze shakadi eshe pate wanemu handikisha halia. Then Karambe, the senior party leadership, to Karambe, and the people of Karambe have been demanding. We pledged to give them 300,000 as a contribution to the rent of the office. Thank you for the reminder. And we also had our first FDC chairman in the district, Mr. Kihita Asasio, yes, we had pledged to contribute 200,000 for him towards his medication. Let me make the pledge. Catherine Hangana. Ya Catherine yoyuke baicha kwa mitwalo 500 awabere nuwa chairman Chihita in appreciation for his effort. He retired. Then our Satru niwe Erenti Karambe sub-county. That is our Kitugum. It is one of the strongest sub-counties we have in this district. Where the opposition started from. Kahocha Ulai Asa. This man, Songora South. Songora South. Mr. President, Chairman and SG, this man comes from the sub-county where President Museveni had been consistently getting 2 votes. And I need to recognize the efforts of, it is a very special sub-county in Busongora South. It has never disappointed us. That is why I have taken it at a personal level to ensure that these people really are seen as people who work very hard. If all the sub-counties behaved like Kaocha, I think we would have taken Uganda. Okay. Metro lukumi ngeko hayo. Rent. Kale wasinja. Omusabi mubuya atusabere. Akario kabiri hika. Munawire sangoma erikasa isatu tukendebyo kwa guide radio tukatashaorekerera bembembeti abetu sangoma erikasa ha isatu eshomwachiru then chairman abera kaberekera ba delegates hano makanala abamosha constituency abachamani besha constituency mukembika nena basondolia aha mukeba na facilitation ya bandu benywa maberekera mwasinja kutsebo mwasinjeri anza FDC tukubwenyu kaingo abateaye ahabwa kaingo nobusinga bwetu oyo kasabira kalyo pastor. Oh, Chairman Abraham. Okay. Ureke Chairman we bunyangavu. Sorry. Naye akaturamuka asubikala.
Okay. Abantu bakasese nyundi naiba wanyu niyo nsonga ni murora ndahanu nainywe. Nyundi wa bunyangavu chairperson Bunyangabo district kandi naiba wanyu obakugire kikutera hano immediately ninja nyiruka nanyo bakugire cyatera Bunyangabo nintera chairman Bunyangabo habayo ekizibu. Therefore dear our national chairperson, our party president, our SG hamnaye mwena ba delegates nimbasima habo okukubisiriza. Okay, leka tusabire cyokulia. Let's pray for a meal. Father, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, we want to thank you for the meal that is before us. King of glory, as we take it, may it give us power to work for ourselves and to work for you. Father, we surrender this meeting. We've spoken a lot. Jehovah Yahweh, Jehovah Jireh. We know we still have a lot to say. You are the only God who created this earth. And you are the only Savior. Save our party, save our nation, save our young and old. In the name that's above all other name I pray. Amen.
Our member district executive, Bingiromu, chairman of constituency, Bingiromu, Vake Komanisha Then the serving centers